legacy. We all have one, but at the same time, legacy. We're all trying to leave one, but the processes and the journey to get there of leaving a good legacy that others can follow. Sunday we looked at the story of Nehemiah and how Nehemiah was born in captivity. He was in exile in the land that he was born in, the land that he was raised in, the land that he had grown to know as normal for him, but at the same time he never considered himself part of that land. And at one point in his life he was ready to leave, and he was leaving a very successful job and stature and position and wealth to be a missionary, to go back home. And the king granted him access to leave and a few others, and while many stayed because that was now home, that was now the place they identified and connected with, but Nehemiah was determined to go back because in Scripture it says that they were Christians, the Israelites, become a disgrace. They were a disgrace, and so he was going back to help recultivate and rechange the imagery of Christ for those around him. And we see that in the littlest part of our lives, that's where it's important for us to make a stand, to be people that others can follow, because sometimes it's not the way that we see things, but it's how others see the things through us. Our lives are imagery for others to follow and to shape their walk. And we see that's a value for us as we leave a legacy, to leave one that others can follow as well. And so in our world, we think about, how have we helped the kingdom for the better? Do we help or hinder God's mission? Are we able to put others first? And what would be our greatest accomplishment at the end of our days? That's a great challenge for all of us to remember as we continue to strive to follow Christ. How am I helping to advance His kingdom? How am I able to grow? And how, with the little things in my life, can I help reflect God?